In this video we are looking at the symbols used to write music sounds. We call them notes, and the notes are written on staff lines. Let's draw 5 horizontal parallel lines like that. That's called staff lines. It's also known as the stave, S-T-A-V-E, stave, the staff or the stave. Now, usually voices are commonly divided into 4 groups: bass, tenor, alto, and soprano. Bass, tenor, alto, soprano, and that's kind of abbreviated from the top down as in S, A, T, B. So we call that S-A-T-B, where we represent voices into 4 groups. Soprano, sorry, S-O-P-R-A-N-O, soprano. Let's draw another set of 5 parallel horizontal lines. Let's join that up. This is typical staff lines used for piano scores, for writing piano music. Now, I'm going to take this out. Let's divide the staff lines into appropriate voice parts. The bass voices would be here at the bottom, the lowest voices, then the tenor voices, the alto voices, and the soprano voices right on top. The soprano voices, bass, tenor, alto, soprano. So in order to represent notes that are suitable for alto and soprano, we use what we call the treble clef. The treble clef also known as the G clef, and that happens to be G. That point, the second line, is called G. The tenor and bass voices are represented on the bass clef, and this is the symbol for the bass clef. It's also known as the F clef, so let's write these names down: bass clef or F clef. And that start point on the 4th line, 1, 2, 3, 4, is known as the F line, hence the F clef. Now let's look at the actual note names on the various clefs. Starting on the bass clef, the first line, any note placed on the first line would be called G. Any note placed on the second line would be called B. Any note placed on the third line would be called D. The 4th line, F. The 5th line, A. G, B, D, F, A. And the spaces would be named as such. G is followed by A. B is followed by C. D is followed by E. F is followed by G. On the treble clef, the first line is called E, second line G, excuse me, third line B, 4th line D, and 5th line F. E, G, B, D, F. And the spaces are spelt F for the first space, A for the second space, C for the third space, and E for the 4th space, spelling face. Obviously, to remember these note names, One would have to make up little stories. For example, G for good, B for boys, drink, Fanta, always. Or good bands deserve fans always. On the treble clef, every good band deserves fans. Or every good boy drinks Fanta.